Hey, trombones. I'm glad you're here today. We are going to be playing from your first note page, and we are going to be playing 5 of your very first notes today. We're going to start with line number 1 here, and notice this says C, so we are in common time. The most common time signature, as you well know by now, is 4/4 time, so we are counting in 4. So we're going to be playing just some big, fat, hairy whole note sounds right here. And we're going to use steady air all the way until we get to count 1 of the next measure. So we're not going to cut off as our goal until our foot goes down on count 1 when we get to the second measure. So first position F. So it's going to look like this. You're going to make sure that your slide lock is off because we're going to do some other notes. There's the way the note is going to sound. And I'm going to go ahead and set the metronome over here. There it goes. And we're just going to note name with this in first position. So make sure that you're pointing toward the mouthpiece here and that you have your thumb and the first 2 fingers on the slide as we do this. And here's our note name. F. Make sure you're tapping your foot to the mat. Next note. F. F. Now, when we begin to play, I'm going to have both hands on my instrument, so I won't be able to track the note for you, but make sure you are tracking across the page as we play these 3 whole notes. Here we go. Set your embouchure. M, tap, tap, breathe. Your second note on the page is the E flat. E flat is in third position. And third position is going to be approximately about, if I were to stick my fingers straight out, it's approximately where it's going to touch the bell, okay? We do say approximately because it does have some factors on your instrument that may make that a little bit different one way or the other, but it's about right here. But you don't want to stick your fingers out when you play this note. That is just to give you an idea of where we're going to place the hand. So third position, and it's going to sound like this. So here we go. We're going to note name. You will notice this little sign right here in front of the note. So we have E on the third space of the staff, and then we have a little sign in front of it. This is the flat sign. It means that instead of playing a regular E, we're going to play an E that is lowered a bit. And so this is going to be pretty much a normal E for you most of the time, is the E flat. So it's a very important note in trombone world. And we're going to count through this with note naming. Here's our met. Begin right here on line 3, please. Here we go. E flat, rest, breathe. E flat, rest, breathe. E flat. You ready to give it a try? All right, here we go. Sit tall. Make sure you have E flat in your slide position. M, tap, tap. Remember, always stop these videos and go back and do those again anytime you feel like you need to try again. The next note that we're going to do today is D. D is in fourth position. It is the middle line of the staff, so it's on line number 3. Turn the med off a second so I can talk to you. Okay. D is in fourth position. So how do we find fourth? We know that 1 is here and 3 is right when the fingers would get to just about touching the bell. So 4 is going to be on the other side. And one good way to kind of gauge approximately where it's going to be is we look at the stocking of the slide, and it will be on the other side of the bell. The stocking is the part that goes over the inner slide. So this part right here, if you can see this little ridge, is going to be just under the bell. And we do say approximately because we have to always, when we play trombone, be prepared to adjust that a little bit if it doesn't sound in the right place when we're looking at our tuner. So here's fourth position, D. All right, sit tall, tap, tap, and breathe. Rest, rest, breathe. Deep and breathe. D, fourth position. Our next note down the page and my page doesn't want to go up today. We're going to make it go anyway. Okay, we are on sixth position. Sixth position is your C, C6. It is the second space of the staff C. The upper C that we're going to learn later has a different slide position than this one, but this is the low C, sixth position. And sixth position is going to be approximately about as far out as you can reach comfortably with the slide. So not really stretching a whole lot for myself, kind of at the end of my fingertips. So, but pretty much arm's length for me. Now, I am, some of you might be taller than I am, and some of you might be a little bit shorter. So this is why we want you to have a tuner so that you can look at the tuner to see where C6 will be. If you can't quite reach it yet, you might have to turn your trombone a little bit to the right side so you can get just a couple of more inches on your reach there. All right, here's the met, and we're going to go C6. Sit tall, tap, tap. Big breath, steady air. Tap, tap, and breathe. So I think we did 4 of those instead of 3, but that's okay. We need to practice that one a little bit more anyway because it's a low note for us. And then we're going to do B flat. Now B flat is also in first position. So you have probably already hit a lot of B flats trying to hit the F and not having enough air to hit that and falling down into the B flat position. So if this, I'll give you my little hand puppet version of F and B flat here. So if this is your mouth and these are your teeth, little beaver teeth right there. My mouth in the position to play F is in what I call the ah shape. So you are nice, big, round on the inside of the mouth. Teeth are apart. And you're playing ah. Then to play this low B flat, you're going to want to move that position down to an O shape. O, ah, O. if you don't move your mouth further down for the low note, it is not going to sound properly. So big, round, more space on the inside. Drop your jaw down, some people may say, and that's what that means, is that we're going to make the O shape on the inside of the mouth. Okay, I'm going to show you what this sounds like in first position, and then we're going to play it together. Here's a net on. And notice that my B is on the second line of the staff, and I have the flat symbol in front of it, so this is B flat. First position. Low, slow air. Here we go. 2 fingers on the slide and a thumb. Tap, 2, and 3. So that is your first 5 notes. Now, I'm turning the net off, and what I want for you to do is to go back and practice these first 5 notes as many times as you need to in order to feel comfortable with those positions. So first position, third position, fourth position, sixth position, and then back to first position for the low B flat. When you feel comfortable with that, come back and we are going to play those notes in succession, beginning here with line 11. So that will be a different video for you to look for, and so I will see you next time. Thanks for dropping by.